Welcome to the Bodaciously Awesome Family Show. Bodaciously Awesome Family Show. The only show dedicated to helping parents maximize their kids' experiences and for kids to reap the fun. Here are your hosts, the Bodacious family, Adam, Anthony, and Zachary.
Welcome back to Bodaciously Awesome Family
Show.
Wow, that was a lot of confidence in that.
That was. We were like, bam, let's do this. Yeah, it's like there's like parrots and sunshine. We're the Bodaciously Awesome Family
Show.
See, here we go.
Alex, you got it twice.
Before we get into it, make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel at Bodaciously Awesome. You can find us on YouTube where we have great videos, and if you don't subscribe, I'll eat your cookies.
That's right, and Zachary will eat your cookies.
Yeah.
That's a thing.
All right, well, I'm gonna drink your milkshake.
Oh!
There we go.
You don't get that reference, and you don't get that reference, so you can't laugh.
I still thought it was funny, though.
Oh, okay.
Can I think something's funny without knowing what movie quote you're stealing?
No.
And so, yes, Zachary's so correct. You should definitely like our YouTube channel. You can find us on the YouTube. You can find us on the Twitch. You can find us on the Twitter. You can find us on the Facebook. You can drop us an email on Gmail. You can find us on iTunes and Google Play and Pandora and iHeartRadio and Spotify. Basically, if there is electronic content on this planet, you will find the Bodaciously Awesome Family
Show.
That's
Because
what I'm talking
we're
about.
cool.
We are cool. At
We're
least I am.
special.
Yes, right. You all are special. I'm cool, and I am trying to let
You're right.
my cool bleed over to you
Dad,
people.
you're right. Your hands are really cold.
Ouch,
Always.
man. Major ouch.
But especially in the summertime, it's really weird.
Yeah,
it
I
is
know.
kind of strange.
The hotter it gets outside, the colder his feet get.
Yeah, it's weird. Most of my hands. Yeah, it's weird. At any rate, hey, Anthony, where in the world are we today?
Our closet.
Whoa.
Key West.
I mean, can you hold it? I'm going to leave it. What if this makes a sound?
Well, you know what? I edited it, so we'll find out.
We will. All right, yeah. So, let's try this again. Hey, Anthony, where in the world are we today?
Key West.
That's right. We are in Key West. That's what we're talking about today. Yes,
I got it right.
Yes, thank golly, the second time's the charm. So in this world of social distancing, we were able to take a little trip, mini vacation, staying socially distant, and actually Key West makes that very easy. They have a lot of regulations in place to keep people safe that you had to follow, so that was good. And we took a little bit of vacation at Key West. Hey, Mom, why don't you talk to us about Key West? It's one of your favorite places, right?
I absolutely love the Florida Keys.
Why?
I am kind of an outdoor girl, and I think the drive down to down from Key West from Key Largo is like one of the most beautiful drives in the world.
Which is interesting because you really don't, in general, like driving on long car trips.
That is correct, but
No.
I love going down US 1. And P.S., I've run there.
That's right. So have I. Yes, Zachary.
I saw the coolest thing on the way we were going.
Ooh, well, okay. I gotta admit, since we do no pre-planning, I have no idea what you're about to say. Do you?
No. What
Oh,
did
yeah.
we see?
What did you see?
I saw water.
Yeah, because you live in Florida, and otherwise you would never see water.
I know it was like right beside the road too, and it's really cool.
There was not. So there's a lot of water upside the road.
Yeah.
So, let me just get this straight. You're the really cool thing you saw. This monumental thing.
Yes.
Water.
Yes.
Like the stuff that falls from the sky.
Yeah, but we also had our own pool, which really I may have swum in it 4 times in one day, but whatever.
And that's why you have swimmers here now.
Yes, I do.
So we'll start with the drive down. So yes, as you were saying, the drive down is amazing. And yeah, we've done the Ragnar Key West race before. So we had actually run all those bridges. But yeah, it's an amazing drive. And once because getting through my Alligator Alley for us and then through Miami, that part is not amazing. But once you leave Miami and you get to Key Largo, that last 150 miles though is awesome.
Yeah,
you go through little towns on the Keys, and then it's just like, as Zachary would say, there's amazing water.
But there's water.
There's outstanding water.
Yeah, it is
so
very blue.
blue, though.
it's very blue.
It's like they put blue food coloring.
Okay. But as we keep going down US 1, eventually you hit Key West, and yes, we were able to stay in a house that did have a little mini pool, so you did go swimming. You went swimming 2 times the night we got there. We got there at 7 o'clock, and you got in the pool, out of the pool. You dried out, you got back in. You were all about that pool.
Back in.
Yeah, you were all about that pool. It was kind of amazing.
I did the coolest jump.
You did. It was always fun. You were jumping a lot. So, Zachary, in general about Key West, beyond the house we stayed in, the pool that you went in a lot, what was and the water, obviously, what was your favorite thing about Key West?
I really like the house a lot.
You like the house we stayed in?
Oh yeah, bro.
All right, that's good. It was pretty sweet.
It was sick. Actually, my favorite part of the entire trip was finding golf balls right beside our house. I thought that was, I just loved it.
You like going golf ball hunting on the golf course?
Yeah.
All right.
Or just like taking walks down the golf course.
We can go to River Hills and do that, I think.
We can go to all the golf courses.
It's kind of different to get golf balls right out of the backyard. In Key West, than, you know, a little subdivision down the street.
He didn't necessarily like going golf ball hunting. It was the entire experience.
Got it.
Oh, can I tell a funny golf ball story about Zach? So we waited.
Sure.
We waited till about 7 p.m. to go out the back fence to look for golf balls, and we thought that maybe the course was closed and people were gone.
You told me it was closed.
Lo and behold, it was not. And Zachary suddenly spotted a golf ball in the middle of the what do you call it? The greens?
The fairway.
The fairway, in the middle of the fairway that had not been there 5 minutes previously. So he's like, golf ball! And he goes running towards the golf ball. And we see two golfers crossing the greens, waving their arms frantically, like, no, stop! He was about to go pick up a ball that they had just hit.
But he did not, did he?
He did not. He immediately stopped, threw his hands up like, my bad, and ran away.
You should have grabbed it and then ran away. Yeah. And then you should have gone into like somebody else's house, so they would all go after that guy, and then you'd be like,
Yes.
Yeah. What was your one of your favorite things?
The roosters. Because the rooster is my spirit animal.
Okay, so you mentioned that. Was the rooster your spirit animal before Key West, or just when you were? Did it become your spirit animal while you were there?
No, it's been my spirit animal.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
Okay, and there are lots of them. Like they are wandering around everywhere.
It's amazing.
Anthony was just like staring like this the entire time at the rooster.
Podcast, they can't see you.
Yeah, I can't see it. It is important to say that though you can probably Google and find the history of roosters in Key West, they literally are everywhere, on every street corner. And most restaurants are open air or have open air patios, which
there has to be like 20 roosters.
Yeah, so like we had lunch at this place called Caroline's, which is fantastic, and they were just roosters just hanging out at your feet, and if you dropped a crumb, they would just come walk over your feet to get the crumb.
Mom was so scared when a pigeon. She was like, ah!
No, that was a chicken. It was a female.
A chicken?
That was a chicken.
All chickens are named Jimmy, so.
Okay, well, Jimmy walked over my foot, and I didn't know Jimmy was down there, so yes, it surprised me.
Yes, we did see a lot of roosters, a lot of chickens. But yeah, the fact that there were roosters everywhere, and yeah, you mentioned that, but like. There's not like one or two that you see walking. We walked around the Keys for a little bit, and there's there's a lot.
We at least saw 100.
Yeah, and I don't know if we saw them, like, when we stopped for dinner on the way down to Marathon, I don't remember seeing any roosters.
Nope.
And then we ate a great place called the 7 Mile Grill, which is right before the 7 Mile Bridge. But when we went to in Key West, everywhere we ate, whether it was Caroline's or the Schooner Wharf, which is another great restaurant, open air, or roosters there. You're just walking down Duval roosters, you're walking at Southernmost Point roosters. They are everywhere. It's like there's more roosters, I think, than people.
That is false.
There was rooster art. There was a rooster in front of the Southernmost Point.
There was rooster art, and there was one at Southernmost Point.
They definitely embrace their roosters there.
So, Anthony, do you know why this is your spirit animal?
No.
Okay. My spirit animal, by the way, is Iron Man.
Yes, I know.
Okay.
My spirit animal is an alligator.
I know. It's a killer creature.
They will leave me alone. I'll go like...
There are lots of alligators down in the Florida Keys, and we traveled across Alligator Alley, but we didn't see any.
The alley of alligators.
So, what's your favorite thing then, Miss Mommy?
Well, I just love that, just being in Key West, because I love the architecture. Key West has been around a very long time and has a very rich history, so I enjoy just walking around and looking at the buildings and the homes, and it's also known to be one of the most haunted places in the U.S., so I like looking up ghost stories about tied in with Key West.
It is one of the things I thought was interesting is that you hear like the phrase "old Florida," and you can kind of see because some of the stuff in Florida has just been around a long time, and then you get to the weathered nature of hurricanes and the salt air, and so things that looked even more weathered, they looked very old. But like Key West is like legitimately really old. Like like some of the buildings there, you're like, I don't understand how this building is standing. And it's like, oh yeah, it's been here for like 800 years or whatever. You're like, that's before there's been people on this continent. And they're like, yeah, well whatever, that's how long we've been here. Like, and then there was roosters. But yeah, it's impressive how old some of these buildings look and that they still stand and apparently they're all haunted. And whatever, are Airbnbs or something.
Yes, and I derailed. What was I going to say?
We looked up a mansion, and there was like a hotel, and it had some ghost stories behind it, and people rated it like scary, but they also rated it was the best place to stay because it looked really nice, and I want to go.
I believe that was the Curry Mansion.
Mm-hmm. Yes, the Curry Mansion.
Me having a random memory there.
I don't know. Are you brave enough to stay there?
Yeah, I want to. There's a pool.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, as long as there's a pool.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sold.
I
live inside the pool.
I didn't even know the history of the Curry Mansion. We just walked by it, and I just took a look and said, that place is haunted. So, I Googled it, and of course it has a ghost story tied with it.
Will you tell me it? You never told me it.
It's pretty gruesome.
No, it's not gruesome.
Or is that a different one?
No, you're thinking of Captain Tony's.
Yes, that's gruesome.
Yeah, yes. Well, in Captain Tony's, because it is a bar, and actually the oldest bar in Key West, it was completely closed, which is too bad, because during the day, you don't want to go at night unless you want to get in the middle of a party. But, if you go in the daytime, you can walk in and see the stools that have the names of all the famous people that have been there, and then there's a tree that grows right through the center of the restaurant. Which is
what?
Or the bar.
And I didn't see this.
It was closed.
Well, it was closed.
It was closed for COVID, unfortunately. I hope they can get back open soon.
Yeah, that was one thing. So in COVID world here, they still all bars were closed unless they're served food enough, and no restaurant. In most restaurants were all outdoors anyway. Again, one of our favorite places is the Schooner Wharf, which is all outdoor seating.
The Schooner Wharf is the best place ever. I want to go there for 100 nights.
I'm so happy you love it.
The burgers are so good. I think I would die.
That's all. Exactly. I'm really serious. I'm happy that you liked it so much because when Mom and I first went to Key West, I told you this. We happened upon the place. We never had heard of it before. We just happened there, and it's like one of our favorite places in Florida. We always go whenever we're in Key West. We go to the Schooner Wharf, and like it's tin roof. If there is a roof over all the places, it's umbrella stands. It's awesome, and that's how Key West is. And so outdoor air, and there's a lot of seating. But any place in Key West, you'd have to wear a mask to even get seated. And then, like, when you were out in the street, it was a mask ordinance that everyone had to wear a mask, no matter where you were. And, theoretically, that was, like, by order of the police that you could get cited if you did not have a mask while you're just even walking around anywhere outside your house. That made you feel pretty safe.
I appreciated that.
Yeah. And I would say it was even followed by, say, 70% of people.
Yeah, more than you might think, yeah.
But if you walked in a store or in a restaurant, 100% compliance.
Yes, definitely in restaurants.
So, Anthony, what other things did we do?
Well, we went to the southernmost point. We haven't talked about that yet.
We did go to the southernmost point. That's true. And what did you learn about the southernmost point?
It is not actually the southernmost point in the United States.
What is it the southernmost point of?
The connected United States.
Very good. So where?
Continental.
Yeah, so it is the southernmost point of the continental United States. So where would then the true southernmost point of the United States be?
Hawaii.
Very good.
See, look at me. I pay attention sometimes.
I'm impressed, actually. I didn't think you paid attention at all.
Good job.
I figured there was an earbud in your ear.
There was, but I can pay attention with one earbud in my ear.
Huh, okay.
It's a talent I have. It's a talent all teenagers have, really.
So did you think the southernmost point was cool? I mean, it's just kind of a little quick tourist thing.
Yeah, but it's still kind of cool, though.
Yeah, I thought so. So what else did we do?
I got hooked on Jimmy Buffett.
We did. So we put a lot of Jimmy Buffett on the way down because that's what you got to do in Key West, and you did.
Well, we went snorkeling, which is going to be a separate podcast because that was absolutely fantastic. And we went kayaking, which is very fun, kayaking and supping.
That's right.
And I was a master supper.
You did. You supped up.
Stand-up paddleboard. Just...
Yeah, but you supped up. Like, you stood up and everything. You did very well.
I'm a natural supper.
But yeah, we did go snorkeling. We'll have a full snorkeling review because it was fantastic.
That was amazing.
And then one day we went stand-up paddleboarding and kayaking. We slightly misplanned that, though.
Yeah, I was trying to get a kayaking trip through the mangroves, and I went by a Groupon, and it ended up being on the Atlantic beach side, so it was just kayaking and paddleboarding along the beach, which I can do here in the Tampa area beaches. So I was a little disappointed because the mangroves are such a huge thing down there, and years and years and years ago, Adam and I went to Key West and we did a mangrove kayak trip, and I just remember it being absolutely amazing. So I was bummed.
So we could have just gone all the way around the island, and we could have, on the stand-up paddleboards and kayaks. That would have worked. But you remember what I remember about that kayak trip in Key West that one time that we went through the mangroves, our very first kayaking trip ever? You know what I remember about that?
That we were not in as good a shape as we are now.
True. You know what else I remember about that trip?
When we were done, we went to a wonderful restaurant called Manja Manja.
Before that, Manja was great. I don't know if it's still there. But
that's funny. Manja Manja.
Before the end of that trip, there was storm clouds coming in. A storm was coming. Mm-hmm. And we had gotten to our halfway point. We were turning around, and we had to cross this bay. So, or we could have just gone, kind of either circled around the mangroves or cut across the bay. And with the approaching storm, we wanted to be faster, so we cut across the bay. So we were in this bay with wind kicking up because of the impending storm, kayaking into the wind on open water against the current and not as good a shape. That's what I remember. It was horrible.
I do remember that, but the kayak trip itself was very fun.
It was. And then we went to Manja Manja. We were exhausted from that.
And then
we ate a lot.
Yeah.
That does not sound pleasant.
It was not. But Key West in general is. So we had this awesome house. We saw the most point, kayaking, stand-up paddleboarding, great places to eat like Caroline's and Schooner Wharf.
On Stock Island, which is the island right before you get into town. That's where the house we were staying at was located. There's a great it's a marina, but there's a great little restaurant attached to the marina called the Hurricane Hole. And
that was amazing.
That was really fun. Beautiful location, open air on the marina where the boats come in. So we got to see
a ton of fish.
Yes, boat fishermen coming in with their catches for the day. Like huge, gigantic fish. It was very, very cool.
They got 50, I would count it.
Yeah, they were like the first boat that came in. And it wasn't like this was like a fishing boat. Like this was like, it was a fishing boat, but it's like regular people. It wasn't like fishermen. It wasn't like their job. But they came back with like literally 50 fish, and they were massive fish. Like these were not like small.
And then the other person came in with any more. They had at least 20 buckets full.
Yeah, I mean, they were coming like literally a wheelbarrow. They were like going through the restaurant like it was a phenomenal amount of fish. It was kind of cool. Almost made me want to go fishing. Until I realized that if I got like say onto the water, I'd throw up, and that'd be bad.
It definitely made me want to take a boat out next time.
Yes, with a water slide attached to it.
What?
We did see. I did see when I was looking at boats for rentals. They did have boats you could rent that have water slides attached to them, so you can slide off and into the water.
Maybe we'll see if someone wants to donate one for us for the next time we go down there for a podcast review.
Ooh, good idea.
We'll work on that.
I like the way you think.
So here, Zachary, is my question. Mom mentioned the haunted nature of Key West. I know Anthony's answered this. I know your answer to this. When we were in Williamsburg last year, we did a haunted Williamsburg tour, right?
Yeah.
Would you do a haunted Key West tour?
No duh, Sherlock.
No duh, Sherlock?
Yeah, no duh, Sherlock.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Or what's my answer going to be?
Your answer is be no, I'm scared. Give me a juice box.
You're funny.
Yes, I know you'd be on. I know Mom and I have done one before. We were wondering if you would be interested in such a thing.
Yes, duh.
Oh, you know what? I have forgotten that we did that Williamsburg ghost tour and that you went. So, yeah, I can tell you the story that I read about the Curry Mansion. But no getting scared at bedtime.
Oh, look, he's a monkey.
Imagine being a monkey.
All right, well, y'all can do that offline. We'll tell a story, but I think that's what we'll do. We'll see if we can get one of the haunted tours next time we're in town. And we go to Key West, not a lot, but we'll go again. It's a fantastic, amazing place. Anthony, would you recommend to other people your age, 13-year-olds, if they have to go somewhere with their family and pretend to like them, to go to Key West?
Pretend
yes,
to like
but
them?
keyword pretend.
Pretend. Okay, fantastic. But you would like to go to Key West again?
Yes.
All right. And would you recommend Key West to people as well?
Absolutely, I do all the time.
And Zachary, what about you?
Yes.
Because I don't know if you were going to like it, because it's not really beachy. There's a small beach, but that's not really the vibe. And so, but you really liked it?
Yeah.
Why?
All the water.
There was water.
There was. It's an island.
What?
I know,
Why
right?
do they call it an island if it's surrounded by water? They should call it an eye water.
Wow. My
You
mind's
just logicked me.
Yeah, I think that's
Logic!
I think it's his random thought of the day right there, because my mind's blown.
That wasn't random, though.
I mean, do you think he planned that?
No.
Good point.
All right, everyone.
Like we plan our podcast.
we're going to plan this podcast. All right, I think that's what we get for today. We all good?
I was born good.
All right, you were. I was there. All right, everyone. Well, we're going to see you next week, okay, Zach?
I was born with a head.
And we'll talk to you later. Bye!
Yo!
And go look at the water.